Welcome back, everyone. Today we're gonna talk to you. Well, let me introduce my guest first.
I'm TC.
Jamal back at it again.
Today we're gonna talk about the tragic case of this couple in Georgia whose baby was killed because of the incompetence or the lack of caring of Dr. St. Julian. I call her Dr.Death. That's
AKA
what she is.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, baby killer. And we're going to listen to the little news clip here first before we come back with our comments.
May be upsetting for some.
Their dreams and hopes turned into a nightmare. When the womb was open, the feet came out, the body came out, and there was no head.
Attorneys speaking on behalf of 20-year-old Jessica Ross and her boyfriend, Trevion Taylor, who tragically lost their firstborn son during delivery at Southern Regional Medical Center in Clayton County. It happened on July 9th.
Dr. St. Julian came in, and she, in the process of trying to deliver this baby, pulled on the baby's head and neck so hard, and manipulated them so hard that the bones in the baby's skull, face, and neck were broken.
They're now...
Oh, that's so tragic. That is so tragic. That how can a doctor do this? I mean, why?
I don't understand. I don't understand how you do it. When the lady asked for a C-section, what, in the first hour, you say no. You know that's what you should have been doing.
But why would you want to pull on a baby, a fragile baby? Why would you want to put that much force that long on a baby?
A monster.
I mean, you saw you were having problems. Why wouldn't you just stop and do the right thing? I mean, you work at a clinic for women with high-risk pregnancies, and this was a high-risk pregnancy because the baby couldn't be delivered. So why are you trying to make it? Come on, that's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It ain't gonna happen.
See, the problem is, we've been doing something so long, you can become arrogant and think you can pull something out.
But come on now.
That's common sense would tell you not to do this.
I mean, she was being board certified since 2005.
So she should have had a whole lot of common sense.
She's had a lot of deliveries since then.
Yeah, she should have, but
At this time, I wouldn't trust no woman to have a baby delivered by her.
No, I mean, this woman's license should be revoked.
yeah.
She should never be able to practice medicine in the United States ever again.
There shouldn't be no suspension or nothing. It should be
No.
revoked, automatic.
She need to lose those licenses forever.
One for good old Willie reported to the police. You wouldn't heard about this.
I mean, I think she should be in jail.
So if it weren't for the funeral director, she didn't get the coroner involved or nothing.
No,
They report.
She did not call the police. She did not. Well, she didn't. I wonder if she told the staff at the hospital. Wonder.
That's probably why they had the baby wrapped up where they couldn't touch the baby or nothing.
Well, the nurses was in there, but did she report to the higher ups in the hospital, the chief of staff or the?
I don't think she did do something like that.
I mean, and the nurses was involved. The nurses should be charged with aiding and abetting a crime.
Yeah.
100% agree with it.
Cause that was a crime. You killed somebody.
I guess in their eyes, no name, no baby.
Yeah, come on. This was a baby. They saw the baby. They knew the baby was alive. They had monitors on the baby, so they knew the heart was beating. They knew the baby was alive. So come on.
Hey, when you trying to cover a crime, you don't think rational.
I mean, did she not hear those bones breaking and cracking? I mean, could you not care that much? I mean, was she in a hurry to go somewhere? She didn't have time to do surgery. I mean, was she in a hurry?
So, yeah, that's the way she was acting. She was acting like she was in a rush. She had to be somewhere.
There's no accountability over it, nothing. Let's go. Throw it on the road, wash it on the road. Like it didn't happen.
Straight to jail you need to go.
I think that would be traumatizing for me, the doctor, if I jerked out a head.
Well, jerk out the baby, no head.
I think this would be traumatizing to me.
It was better off she would have came clean in the beginning. Instead of trying to hide and cover it up.
Well, it'd been better
Oh,
Yeah.
if she done the C-section.
if she had done the C-section. But she had to do the C-section anyway to get the body out of the woman. And they already had the head, didn't have to take up the surgery, take the body out. Then they had to bring the body down and stick the head on it and wrap it up. That was crazy.
I got one question. Why was all this happening? What was the boyfriend doing?
Well, since they weren't married, they probably
The one that had been there?
he probably wasn't in the delivery room.
Okay.
Well, he probably could have went in if he wanted to, but he was 21 years old. He didn't know.
He didn't know no better.
Yeah.
He didn't know. The girl was 21. She didn't know.
Well, let's play some more and see what they got to say.
Suing the hospital, nurses, and Dr. Tracy St. Julian, accusing them of gross negligence and a cover-up.
The healthcare providers at Southern Regional Hospital, after this horrific incident, told them these things and tried to hide what actually happened.
When they wrapped this baby up tightly, they propped the baby's head up on top of the blanket to make it appear as though the head was actually attached when it wasn't.
Saying medical staff failed to report the incident to law enforcement, and instead, the couple found out from the funeral home.
It wasn't until then when Dr. St. Julian told the family what actually happened. Up to that point, they had encouraged the family to, hey, just have a cremation done.
Prime Healthcare says Dr. St. Julian is not an employee at Southern Regional, but they issued a statement on behalf of the hospital saying in part, while our sympathies go out to the family, Southern Regional Medical Center denies the allegations in the complaint referencing the hospital.
We're going to put all of these people who were in the room under oath and find out what they have to say specifically about what happened that tragic evening.
Valencia.
Well, if you see this lady, please run.
Dr. St. Julian, she works at the Premier Women OBGYN clinic in Atlanta, Georgia. And they have 2 locations there. I'm sure the people in Atlanta, they already know about this place. So I would be very afraid to go to this clinic again. I'd be very afraid. If they keep this woman there, if nothing happens to this woman, she don't lose her license and they keep her there working, I would not go to that clinic. Do not put your life in danger or your baby's in danger, life in danger if this woman is still a member of that clinic. Because if she killed once, she'll do it again.
And who knows, maybe this is the only one she got caught doing.
Well, like I said, she's already killed now. So who says she won't do it again?
I mean, it's a strong possibility she'll do it again.
Let's have no shame. No type of shame whatsoever.
No morals, no, start the thing. You was having trouble. Let's do this a different way. Not until the baby was dead and then you do the C-section.
I mean, that was crazy. This woman had, 20 years, supposedly? 20 years
just about.
Experience? And you're going to do something, I mean, this is something a rookie straight out of college might try.
Yeah, someone just doing an internship or something.
But you're gonna. I mean,
you're a veteran at this. You knew better. When you know better, you're supposed to do better. But I guess some cases, you know better. You're not gonna choose to do better.
I mean, you have to be incompetent, or you just don't give a flying flip.
Or either she just panicked and didn't know what to do.
I'm gonna go with the second option. You didn't give a flying flip.
You know to get this a little light bulb should went off and said, I think this woman needs a C-section because this baby is not coming out.
Common sense. Who would tell you that? But evidently she didn't exercise common sense.
Sometimes common sense ain't so common.
I mean, you gonna pull on a baby's head for 2 hours before you take the woman to surgery because they said the patient went into labor at I think it said 8:30. She was fully dilated and ready to have the baby at 8:30, and the doctor didn't take her into surgery until 11:49.
Yeah, that's negligence right there. Gross negligence.
So this woman been going through this for all those hours before you decide to take her to surgery?
Well, that's crazy. You sit there trying to pull a baby out for 2 hours. Someone should say, well, abort mission. We got to do something different.
The baby was already dead by that time.
Oh, she already killed her because she done crushed the skull, the face, and the neck bones. So she had already killed it by the time before the head came off. Yeah. But now I would like to think if this was a white patient, would she have done that?
No, she wouldn't have done that. She wouldn't have done that if it was a white patient.
Like I said, if you see this lady, run the other way.
But you think a black doctor, a black patient, you would think she would have more compassion, more concern, more care.
Just trying to cover up the crime.
Yeah, she's too busy trying to cover up the crime.
I'm talking about before she did the crime. She saw this was a young girl who didn't know any better. No, her first time doing this. And this was she's more like a mother figure to the young girl. So why?
She didn't see it that way. She saw she was doing the job. Whether it's right or wrong, in this case she was wrong. She was just talking about doing the job, getting it over with.
She could have got it over so much faster if she had done the C-section.
That's also true, but who knows? Either panic or we don't know what she was thinking.
I mean, I made me wonder: did the patient have insurance?
That could be another question.
When you go into the hospital without insurance, they treat you anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could that have been the case?
Could have, but either way, she had no reason to do what she did.
She hadn't been murdering that baby. I call it murder. That was not an accident.
No, that was intentional.
She intentionally pulled that baby's head off. That baby's the first thought in her mind wasn't that I'm gonna pull this baby head off, but her actions and her behavior said that you kind of meant to do that.
They didn't even tell her the baby was dead. All said, have a cremation.
And they didn't tell her how it happened.
Nothing.
The funeral home they sent the baby to, I think it was Willie A. Watkins Funeral Home in Riverdale, Georgia. That's where the medical center is too, in Riverdale, Georgia. Evidently, must have been a little small town because they said it's about 13 miles outside of Atlanta, so it had to be like a little small suburb, maybe.
That probably was.
So if the funeral home, the people at the funeral home did the right thing. They did what was right. If they had not done that, nobody would have ever known that this is what happened to that child.
Because Lee said, look, this what happened, and say, no, let's have a cremation. Didn't give him no explanation or nothing.
The crime was already committed already.
But still, you need to tell her what happened.
She chose not to. She chose, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This way they don't know nothing. But good old Willie Watkins made an old phone call.
How can these nurses and this doctor sleep at night? I mean, even though the nurses didn't do it, but they saw what happened and they chose to keep quiet about it. So how can they sleep at night knowing that they witnessed a murder and they chose not to do anything about it?
All of them should be indicted on capital
They
murder
should.
charges.
I don't understand why they didn't arrest this doctor. I really don't. Because that was not an accident.
No, sure wasn't. Then they reported to the coroner or nothing.
They didn't report it to the police.
You know, that was willful intent.
And that's not an accident. An accident is if she would have delivered the baby and the doctor dropped the baby. That would have been an accident. But
I don't know what she was thinking.
I mean, that's just like putting the pillow over the baby's face and killing it.
I don't know. So I accidentally smothered. That ain't no accident.
And no, I feel sorry for that little young couple. That had been devastating. No, you a woman, you carried this baby for 9 whole months. 9 whole months, and let me tell you, toward the end, by your 8th month, you ready for that to be over with. You're like, oh my goodness, I've been this thing almost a year. I've been pregnant almost a year. So, I mean, you wanted to be over, but you also excited. And I'm sure she already had all her little pretty things for the baby. Already had the room set up. Had everything she wanted. Now she got to go home and look at all that stuff.
Nope. Doesn't have a care in the world.
Remember, for the rest of her life, the doctor killed her baby.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure if she ever got pregnant again, she's gonna be fearful.
Just start doing your research.
She's gonna probably have a panic attack if she get pregnant again, knowing she had to,
No. Even though she will get broke off pretty nicely, that's still ain't gonna take away from it.
That's still no amount of money, no amount of I'm sorry can heal that. No amount of money.
No whatsoever.
I mean, I don't think I would. I don't think I would have another baby.
I don't think
I would. You shouldn't.
I'll be too afraid. I'll be too afraid, and I would demand a C-section from the beginning. We are not having a vaginal birth. We're doing C-section.
C-section only.
C-section only. So,
I mean, and then she even asked for it, and I told her no.
yeah, she was denied a C-section because Dr. Julian knew more than she did.
Well, Dr.Death knew better.
Yeah.
Well, that's saying the pregnant girl knew more than doctor knew. But Dr.Death did not care.
She doesn't care. I mean, you work at a high-risk clinic. Come on now. You work at a clinic for high-risk pregnancies. Did you forget what you learned? I mean, did you forget the protocol? I mean,
all that was out the window. Her main goal was to get that baby out by any means.
And then go ahead and get those couple out and get rid of that baby out of the hospital. That's the only thing she thought of.
I mean, did she have a concert to go to? Did she have a date? When she was too busy to take the woman to the operating room and do the C-section? Did she not want to?
Maybe she was on her way to kill another baby. Who knows?
Oh wow!
Yeah, I said it.
At the time it was going down, there was no thinking going around. There should have been thinking before it went down. But like most people say, sometimes common sense ain't so common.
Well, ladies in the Atlanta area, if this woman doesn't lose her license and she still work for Premier Women's Clinic, I would boycott that place. I would spread it around everywhere. Do not go to this place. Do not go. I will put a billboard up with Dr. Julian's name on it, and I will tell everybody I know, do not go to Women Premier Clinic if they let Dr. St. Julian still work there and deliver babies. Do not go there, because it's not safe.
Well, they claim they fired her, but they could be lying about this.
Who knows? They might be this.
That might be true. The fire part, that might be
Well,
true.
the fire, yeah, they may have fired her, but she needs to lose her doctor's license. She should never be able to practice medicine again.
Yeah, you're right about that, but
Yeah,
that's a good chance she won't be able to.
And she should go to jail too. She needs to be fired, and I hope that's true. They did fire her. She needs to lose her license, and she needs to go to jail.
I 100% agree with that.
And somebody, you ladies in the black community, makes the noise. Call your district attorney. Call somebody.
U.S. attorney and everything.
Call somebody to try to get this woman where she need to be. And where does she need to be? Jail.
Jail. They call attorney general of that state and everything.
Call somebody. Well, that's all I have to say. This is so tragic. And my heart goes out to that young couple that lost their baby. My heart go out to them. Yeah, you guys, anything else you want to say?
I believe I said pretty much all we had to say.
Okay, well, if you like our content, and I know you do because you watch, I see it, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment and share us with other people. Don't keep all this good stuff to yourself. Share us with other people. And leave a comment. I really do want to know what you say. You watch my videos, but you don't leave comments. I really want to know. So until next time, be blessed.
We see and we out.